welcome to the old stream farm for this guide too, with me, MrSealyp. The Joskin 3-point tippers. This is a new mod that came out yesterday by Blacksheep Modding. Another very nice, very tidy little mod pack, I suppose. I suppose it is technically a mod pack because of the variations available. It is, for all intents and purposes, a tipper, like a little mini tipper trailer, but rather than having wheels and you towing it, it attaches onto 3-point linkages, etc. So in that essence, it's almost like a bucket, really. So we'll have a quick look. It's in tippers. The Joskin 3-points tipper. The standard one is 4,500, which isn't too bad, and it will do all of those crops that it says, but it will also take bales, pallets and wood, interestingly enough. 4,000 litre capacity, regardless of which variation you have. So when we go in to actually have a look, the standard one, new, is 6,500. That's because there are two sets you can have. You can have a set new or a set used. The set used is cheaper, but it looks weathered and it looks older. So you can have the standard version, which is just the standard tipper. We've got with extension grid, which is like a forestry type one, and then with loading wall, which has sort of solid sides on the side. We'll have a look at all of those. Those add extra amounts on £150, dollars, euros, whatever it might be you're playing in. If you decide to go with the used version, obviously that keeps the cost down, and the used versions look used, which is, it's a nice touch. I do like that. I do like, there have been a few different mods now. I think one of the chaser bins was the same, that you could have a used version and it was cheaper to buy. You know, I think that's fantastic. So technically then there are 6 options available, 3 in new, 3 in used. So the one in the middle, this is the standard version. There are some nice little touches on these, some nice little animations. This one is with the loading wall, and this is the one with the grid. Now, as you can see between the two, I've tried to get a kind of mix here as well. These are the new ones, very green, very Joskin-y. And then over to the side we've got the used version, which is still the Joskin. It's still got all the details, but it looks weathered. The sides look a bit rusty. It's not. It looks really good, really kind of authentic and realistic. I like that, apart from the cockerel walking right through it, obviously. Anyway, they have various uses. Now, what I like about these is there are 3-point link attached, so you can attach them to the front or the rear 3-point linkages. But if you have a look sort of closely here, you've got these little hooks here as well. What I'll do is I'll stop a second and zoom in on that. So those little hooks add an extra dimension to it. There goes the cockerel again. That means you can attach these to a front loader. So with the front loader attachment, you can actually hook into these with the front loader attachment, as well as a 3-point linkage, which makes them very versatile. So what I will do is jump into the first one. I think we'll go with the yeah, we'll go with this one here. Why not? And we'll hook up with the front loader, like so. Now the front loader will give you a few other options now then, because obviously you've got all the motion of the front loader, which you would normally have, which is all very nice. But then on PlayStation, if you do L1 and R1, the 2 shoulder buttons, and then we've got the front opening, like so. Zoom in on that a little bit. You've got those nice chains, like I say, nice animations. It's really good looking mod, and it works really well. And then we've also got a tip function. So therefore tipper, the Joskin 3-point tippers, which makes them incredibly versatile. On the 3-point linkages you've got those 2 options. Obviously you've got the tip function and you've got the opening and closing. Well, I suppose it's a tailgate. Technically if it's on the back it's a tailgate. Obviously with the front loader you've then got all of that motion as well, all the different positions you can put it in. So what I'm going to do, because obviously the pigs do need feeding, what I'm going to do is grab some corn. Now what I like about, actually I won't grab corn, I'll grab some sugar beet because it's going to be easier to see camera wise, like so. There won't be any walls in the way. So what I will do is first open up the tailgate, but yeah, and then we'll drop it down a bit. Now what I can use this for now is like a shovel, like a scoop, like anything else. As I drive forward it will load in. Till I get to, well, it says 3984, it doesn't quite go to exactly 4,000, but not too far off it. So let's close that up. I think the kind of thing this is going to be useful for is exactly what I'm doing now for feeding and stuff. I think it's going to be brilliant. Now I can then get it into the position I want with the front loader. And then we'll open that front gate. No, we won't. There we go. Open the front gate on there. Drive forward a little bit. And then we'll tip. And there we go. That, I'm assuming, is all they need. So, as a tipper, it does exactly what it says it does. It tips. So we'll pop that down there, we'll jump out and whiz over and get the next one. So what I'm going to do now is we'll jump into the case 1455, start it up, and we'll hook up to the 3-point linkage this time rather than the front loader. So that's it in its raised position. Now obviously you haven't got as much flexibility as you do with the front loader, but it does exactly the same job. So what I'll do this time is open up the gate, and then what you do now is lower the whole thing. I'll do exactly the same as I did before. Go back and, I say fill up, I suppose they do need more corn than anything else. There we go. So we've filled up. Close that gate. Lift the whole assembly up. And do the same thing. Take it over to the feed area. So whether it's on front 3-point linkage, rear 3-point linkage, or a front loader attachment, the versatility is there. I like it. It's a good little bit of kit. I think if you're going to be doing a small farm, and that's why I kind of picked to do the guide to here on the Old Stream farm, is because it's a smallish farm, small yard. The machinery fits. It kind of works really well. Okay, so open that up, and then we'll tip. We'll probably take it all, I would imagine. Close that up, close it back down again, and there we go. It does look really nice. I like the underside of this, so when you tip, it's almost like a kind of pallet fork attachment with a hinge underneath, so it hinges off of there. But anyway, right, let's drop that one down. Okay, and turn the engine off. Right, lastly then, we've got the old one over there. I honestly just put that on there because I like that old look. It really does look good. Spin around the block. It's seen a bit of work over the years. Anyway, I'm going to just whiz over here and we'll go to our very, very last one. So the last one I'm going to show you is the one with the grids on the side. And it's kind of a forestry type thing, but you could use it with the grids with bales in there or anything else you want to put in there. It's entirely to you. You'll probably get a couple of square bales in there, one on top of the other. That's not a problem at all. So we've chopped down a tree. I've chopped down a tree. So we'll jump into the cab. And what we'll do is lower that down. For the time being, just turn off the engine. Now obviously you do get this situation when you put them down on the ground that whatever's on the ground will kind of show through, but it's a minor little thing and you get that on most trailers and tippers anyway in game. So as far as using it for logging, you can cut 1 meter lengths if you wanted to, like this little beauty here, which what I might to do is knock it over, which isn't going to be that easy, but there we go, it's a bit better. Right, so if I put a 1 meter length in, drop that down and push it in, the 1 meter one fits in there very, very nicely, and as you've just seen there, I've kind of given that bit away now. I've got a little bit too close, but anyway, not to worry, we'll see that in a moment. So 2 meter length will stick out the front, so it will depend on whether or not you're happy to leave the tailgate open or not, which if you don't want to do 2 meter lengths, makes life a little bit easier. So I can put a couple of these on. I'm not going to go mad and put them all in, but you know, put some in just to show you. Like so. Now, my only advice to you with this is don't pile it up too high. If you fill it up too much, this has a tendency to, I assume it's not a glitch, but it's basically just saying to you, you've got too much in here. It kind of wobbles about on this linkage a little bit, and you end up with logs coming out, and it just trips out a little bit. It doesn't like it. But anyway, if I get close enough, I can now strap it front and back. Now obviously I haven't got enough in here at the moment, but if I stuck another layer in and you strap it down, you're good to go. So these, and all three come with straps. Doesn't matter what version you have, they have got that strapping facility available to them. So let's jump back into the tractor, start it up, lift it up, and the fact that when it raises it leans back slightly, you've got this lean here. I like that because it does mean as you're driving around you're not likely to lose them out the front. And then with a nice enough weight on the back, or a big enough weight on the back to balance out whatever you've got in the front, off we go. So we can use it for logging, we can use it for all sorts of bales. Obviously they're moving about because I haven't got enough in there, but it does come with the straps. We can use it for feed, it can be used like a shovel. It's a nice versatile bit of kit and I like it. It's a nice mod. Another cracking one from Blacksheep Modding. Again, this is by no means, I mean, I say comprehensive, there's not a lot else you can do with these. What I can do if I want to is just release those straps like so, and then if I close that and tip that, logs should fall out. Sometimes they prefer a little bit of assistance, like so. Drop that down. The other thing I haven't done is fed the sheep. So, same thing again, what, 3999 that time. Not bad at all. So you can do a bit of everything with it. It's small, compact. You can, well, I say you don't want to lose them laying around the farm, but you can put them pretty much anywhere. Drive that forward, tip that up. And away we go. Okay, and that's it. That's the Joskin 3 points tippers. The various different variations available, what you can do with them, the straps, the ways they attach. Like I say, there's not much more to them than that. If there's anything I missed, then if anyone would like to leave a comment and let me know, I'm sure there'll be something. I haven't shown you putting bales in them or anything like that, but you can put bales in them and pallets and all sorts of stuff. Like I say, they are incredibly versatile. Nice little bit of kit, great mod from Blacksheep Modding. That is it for this guide 2. I hope you found it useful. As per usual, if you've found something you didn't know, or just to get a look at them 3-dimensionally rather than just a picture in the store. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you found it useful or informative. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.